Yeah. Get started. All right, Jennifer said, you got me hyped. That's what we do, Jennifer. That's what we do. That's what we do. So great morning. Again, my name is Demita McGee. You guys, I am from Chicago. I'm a platinum leader on this amazing squad known as Legacy Worldwide. I'm so grateful to be the person that gets to host this training in our chairwoman's absence, Chairwoman Sakina Abdul-Jalil, who is now on tour hitting city to city to city. She is in Denver today. She will be in Chicago next weekend, my city. She's going to Boston. She is hitting up the United States right now, and soon that's going to be a worldwide tour. So thank you for allowing me and being so gracious to let me host in her absence. What we do on Saturdays, you guys, we started this training, and the reason that we started it was because we wanted, I should do this the right way. We wanted to be able to help all of our new teammates, all of our new members truly understand what to do when they first got in this academy. Okay, so originally what we had was people who would join every week. Okay, so we have someone joining every single week. Now we are blessed as a team to have people joining the academy and joining our amazing wealth community every day. And in order to ensure that they know exactly what they got their hands on, that they understand how powerful this academy and this education is, and they truly understand how much of a community we are worldwide, in order for them to do that, we decided to start having these Saturday morning fast start trainings every single weekend, Today's training is going to be a little special because, as you know, you guys, we got some compliance updates coming up. And you may have already seen when you go into the academy, if you're not brand new, you're going to notice these changes. Our brand new folks, you're not going to notice because it's all new to you. But to our people who've been here for a little bit, even if you've only been here a week, you're going to see some things that have been different. You may hear some verbiage that's a little different. So we want to make sure that you know exactly what is going on. So we're going to talk about that today. Stay tuned. That is coming up. We're going to break down what those changes are and why we're having them, because it's an amazing direction for the company. So you still got time to get some teammates on here. You still got time, if they're not on here, to let them know, hey, listen, Fast Start Training is live. Come get this sauce and understand what you got your hands on. But what I get to do first and foremost is I'm going to turn this over and we're going to get this party started, y'all. I get the honor and the privilege and the pleasure of introducing our very first trainer of the morning. One of the reasons I love what we do, unapologetically love what we do, is because we get to meet some of the best people on the planet. I mean, literally the best. And if it was not for a concept like this, the reality is, how would we have ever met them? This woman is so dedicated. She's a teacher at heart. She is analytical, and she breaks things down in a way that you will understand it clearly when she is done. She's a teacher by trade. She's a teacher by spirit. When we were talking this morning, she said, let me get this straight. Let me make sure I got this in the right order. That's just how she does. She literally just got back from vacation, getting her bronze glow on, melanin popping. And she called and said, I see you might need some support for Fast Start Training. That's the kind of leader she is. She's a Platinum 1000, headed to Platinum 2000 loading. I want y'all to give it up and show some love to the one and the only Lauren Forrest.
Y'all, my God, y'all give it up for Demita. Y'all throw some ones in the chat. Demita will make you feel like you are like a queen on the throne. You have your whole royal majesty that is coming behind you after Demita introduces you, the queen of edification. Man, God, Lee, if y'all haven't watched her edification video, y'all need to go watch it. Go watch it. Great morning to all of you. I am so honored and privileged to be here to share with you a little bit of information about the compensation plan, the way we actually build. So this is just, so you can get some understanding of what you've gotten yourself into and how you can make this work for you and so many more generations to come with building your legacy for generational wealth. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, ladies and gents. And we're first going to talk about, I'm going to talk about residual and to build, right? So I know you guys may understand what residual is, but in case you don't understand the impact, residual is probably the best income that you could ever put your hands on. It's because it literally pays you for what you've already done. So that means that you don't have to do anything else pretty much as far as on the work that you've already done. It's just being consistent. And now that that's in the system, it's like a well-oiled machine that just keeps working for you as long as you keep putting energy into it. So we're going to talk about how building can actually help you fund your account. Because I know a lot of people, you know, they may not have the money all the time up front to pay for the membership and pay for the funding of the account. So what the residual does is allows you to be able to get paid to fund your account. So I'm gonna share my screen so you all can see it. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Awesome. Okay, awesome. All right, so this is the im.academy website. This is you get two really. You get your im.academy and your im.center, and those kind of lead you to every other place, okay? So once you've logged in, you're gonna log into your im.academy. Once you log in here, this is where you get an opportunity to see your 3 personals. So, you know, you get 2 and free, right? We got some people that have probably already gotten their 2 and free or scored in 24. You get that one more person, that one extra person, then you're able to actually become a residual income earner at Platinum 150. Okay, so Platinum 150, and the reason why we're here is because I'm going to tell you about your payment options and all the things that you can do, and then we'll talk about the compensation plan. Okay, so here, if you look over to the left-hand side, you'll see my blue tab. Your layout may be a little bit different, but you have the blue tab over to the left-hand side. Now, here is where I really want you to pay attention. You may have a dashboard. I'm going to go over a little bit about that just so you can see. This shows you some information here about your personals and all of where you are with your ranks and how you can get from one point to the next. But the biggest one is about your payment options, okay? Let's go to the payment options. In your payment options, you have your IM Global e-wallet, and you have your Pay Quicker, and you have Skrill, you have Bitcoin. So these are your 4 payment options that you have in order to choose how you get your residual once you have built. Okay, we're going to also talk about the compensation plan, but just so you know, this is important to set this up, especially if you are an IBO person. Do not forget to set it up, because what happens is you'll still get paid. It just won't be into one of these accounts. It'll be like in a reserve, if you will. Okay, so here is where you are able to choose which way you want to get paid. I am not an iPayout person, where you can see here, like you literally have your commissions paid to you into your IM Global wallet, how that allows you to do it. It allows you to bank transfer, wire transfer, paper checks, Quickie, Kiwi, excuse me, Bitcoin, all of these virtual. So this is like, I don't remember this being here when I first got started. So this one to me is a new one. It's new. Okay, I thought so. I thought it was new because I was like, I don't remember this one. And I set up my thing some time ago, so I don't go back and forth in it. And I'll tell you guys which one I receive or how I receive. Pay Quicker is another option. You can see here, it has it in red print, so you can be aware of how it actually impacts you when you get paid out. So minimum commissions for Pay Quicker payments is $50, meaning that you got to have at least $50 before they'll send anything to you. So to put that into perspective, if you are a Platinum 150, how that breaks down on a 4-week cycle is about $37.50. That $37.50 will not pay you the first time. So you'll essentially need 2 weeks in order to put them together for you to get your first payment. Hopefully that makes sense for you. So you don't get paid off the first one, you get paid off once it's 2, okay? All right, and then you actually have to pay the fee for it to set it up too, because that's the one-time initiation cost so that your wallet is set up for you, okay? Now, I'll go down here to Skrill. I do know a couple of people that are getting paid in Skrill. Skrill also, you have to have a minimum of $50 so that you can get your money through Skrill, and it allows you to set it up. I think Skrill is in other countries as well, so it just kind of allows you some fluidity, if you will, with where you are based on your location. So you can research to see which one, since we know we have some fellow teammates that are out in the Philippines, we know that you can research to see which one best suits you so that you can, get your payments, your commissions, and your residuals accordingly. Now, I receive mine in Bitcoin. I like receiving mine in Bitcoin. The reason why I receive mine in Bitcoin is because when I got involved with this, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get residual, this is not residual that I really need. This is residual that I want to invest. Okay. So this residual that I invest, I don't ever see it. It's one of the best ways for me because that means my hands are off of it. Then what that allows me to do is to put that money and buy other coins with it. So literally I'm using OPM, other people's money, to fund my money that grows my money. What other better way to win, right? So that it just makes a whole lot of sense to me. So now you're able to put your Bitcoin wallet address. If you're confused on what that is, get with your nearest Platinum 600, Platinum 1000 leader. They can tell you. I have mine connected to my Coinbase. You can probably connect it to your Cash App if you have that. But there are ways that you can connect. You have to put your Bitcoin wallet address here. Now, let me also inform you that if you choose Bitcoin, there is a delay. So typically we get paid out every Friday for our residual payments. But with Bitcoin, there's a delay because it's like they have to buy the Bitcoin, then send the Bitcoin. So there's maybe it usually comes on the following Thursday. That's when I usually receive mine, the following Thursday of the week after. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the compensation plan. So, excuse me, if you can see this picture about the compensation plans, this shows you all of the different ranks that are involved with I Am Master Academy. Okay, so we're going to start from the bottom and go up. So Platinum 150, as I already told you, get $37.50 on a weekly 4-week month. Sometimes there are 5 weeks, and there are exceptions to it, and it gives you that information in the back office. You can find all of that information, but this is based on a 4-week payout. Okay, payout schedule. So if you see here, the $37.50, you would need roughly 2 weeks, like I'm telling you, to make sure. Now, the other thing is you must hit your next platinum level the Monday of the week that we're in. So for instance, right now, I know that probably sounds real crazy. Today is Saturday. Monday, we're coming. So if you're approaching the next rank, you must hit that rank by Monday at 10 or 11 p.m. Okay. Usually that's Central Standard Time or Eastern Standard Time. Not really sure, but just hit it by Eastern Standard Time, since that's the first time zone that makes it to that time. Okay.
Lauren,
that's the best. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I hate to do it, but we can't see your screen. It's just a blank white screen.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we can't.
Thanks for telling me that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what happened. Because I got a whole picture up here. Can you see a picture?
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, I went out and went back in. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so can you still see it big?
No, it just disappeared.
Oh, it's like if I make it big, it does that. Can you see it now?
Yes, it's perfect right now. Perfect.
That's weird. Okay, so I literally just expanded it and it goes white, and then if it's small, it stays there. Okay, so anyway, so back to what we were saying, y'all. So if you hit your rank the Monday, so today is Saturday, by Monday, you need to hit your next rank. I would highly suggest hitting it by Eastern Standard Time, since that's the first time zone that makes it there. Okay, not Central, not Mountain, not Pacific. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so if you make it to that to the next rank by then, you don't get paid out the week of, you get paid out the following week. And I know you're probably like, okay, what does that mean? I'm going to share my calendar with you so that you can actually see. Okay, so it'll make a lot more sense once you see my calendar. Can you see the calendar? Okay, great. So today is the 12th. Okay, So we're here. If by Monday you make it to the next rank, you do not get paid out the week of on that Friday, the 18th. You get paid out the following week on the 25th. So it's a week in retro. A week in retro. Okay. Now, say for instance, dang it, you were just needing that one person, and then you finally got that one person on the 15th. Okay. It did not qualify for the 25th payout. It qualifies for the following week payout. So that's 2-week retro. So keep in mind, if you hit it by that Monday night, 1-week retro. If anything after that, 2-week retro. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense to you. So like if you're coming up to P600, you're gonna hit P600 by Monday night. If you hit it by Monday night when the system updates itself, you'll get paid out on the 25th. If you hit P600 on the 15th, you're gonna get paid out on July 2nd. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop that share. Okay. So the one thing that I really want you to know is just choosing your payment options. Make sure you choose your payment option. Make sure you are also, if you choose Bitcoin, make sure you have an address in there. It does take some time. Again, you're not getting paid out on that Friday. You're getting paid out the following week. There's a new update that just also happened because I get paid in Bitcoin. So I can tell you about this. In order to get your payout in Bitcoin on a 5-week schedule, I think they upped the amount to where it needs to be 125 or something like that. So you need to just make sure that you understand you're going to get paid. It's just according to the schedule and what the balance is that you're getting paid. So don't panic. Once you set everything up, give it a little bit of time. And if you want to figure out which best option is for you based on your location, just do your research, and then that would behoove you the most. So I hope that you had that was clear, concise information. I get the pleasure of introducing our next phenomenal trainer. I got a chance to meet her in Dallas when we all met up for our Go Chairman event. So if you have not gotten your Go Chairman ticket for Atlanta, please do that. You need to make sure you are in the place so that way you are able to level up. I hope that, I hope to see a lot of you there, a lot of the new faces there. But let me tell you, so she is a mother of 5. She is also a Christian mindset coach. She's a phenomenal speaker every time I've ever heard her speak. And she is a platinum leader in I Am Master Academy. So without further ado, y'all give it up for my girl, Miss Lady Queen, as I always see her, Miss Shamika. Y'all give it up for Miss Shamika.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. What's up? Miss L.A., Miss Lauren. Listen, when I met her in Dallas, I was excited too, right? Because I was like, man, I know her. That's how I feel about everybody on this Zoom. I know them, and just to see you handling business and being a boss chick like you are, thank you so much. Listen, throw some 3s in the chat for Miss L.A. Please throw some 3s in the chat if she did an amazing job. I'm excited. I'm, so honored to be on here with y'all. Listen, guys, I get excited. I am like that. I get excited. So what I've taught, look, I said, you know what? I'm going to sit back from the screen so y'all can see me because I'm about to be your best friend. I'm about to be your best friend. I'm about to show you how to kind of get through the academy. That's what I'm about to show you first, okay? So we're going to do that really quick. Look, I still got the music in my head. I'm still bopping, Demeter. I'm still going. Let me go ahead and share my screen. What's up, family? Thank you guys so much. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen really quick. And for some reason, guys, every time I share my screen, I was telling somebody that it turns my camera off. So I got to go back in and turn it back on. Don't worry, I am here. We're going to go through this academy right here. So You're gonna, when you log into IM.center, and these, I told you I'm about to be your best friend. I'm gonna tell you how to get through this, how to navigate through IM Academy. When you log in right here, one of the main things that you want to do is go to the Academy. And this is where, guys, we're gonna watch our videos that are, listen, is very, very important, because you do want to make sure you understand the terminology. So when you get on with the live educators, you know exactly what they're talking about. You don't want to be lost, right? So go ahead, we're gonna go in here, watch videos, and I want to show you something. Once you click on and we'll just talk about Forex for right now. Once you click on the Forex, make sure if you speak English, you hit the English one. If you speak Spanish, you can hit the Spanish one. That way, you understand everything that's being said. And so once you go here, one thing that I like about this right here is when you start watching these videos, you don't have to, press the rewind button or press the back arrow. You can just go right underneath it and go to your next video. Each video is about 10 minutes long. I think the longest one was like 12 minutes. You go and watch each video. And the great thing about it is you can do this on your own time. You can watch 3 videos a day after you get home from work, or after you get home from bringing the kids out, whatever you're doing. You can watch 3 videos a day. If you're like me, you were just so excited, you hit that weekend, you start watching a bunch of videos, right? Just make sure you get the videos watched, because you want to make sure you understand the terminology. Listen, I went back yesterday and I was watching some videos, right? I was watching some videos and I actually learned something that I didn't know before, about buying is also called a long. I'm sorry, buying the trend up is also called long. And I didn't even know that, but I taught myself something new. So the next thing, we're going to go back really quick to the beginning, to the home button. Let's see, you learn something new every day. Let's see. Okay, now that was the Academies part. Now, a lot of us understand that you can do that actually through HFX, DCX also. I did learn, as far as the DCX Academy, it is a lot like the Forex videos, but if you hit the second one right here, and I'm going to show you how to get to videos for DCX. What I had to do, because when I first came here, I was like, well, there's only 2 things right here. But if you click this right here, if you click that second one right there, and you scroll down, you'll be able to see the videos right here. Okay. So if you want to go in and when you go in and watch those DCX videos. But what we're going to go to now is the strategies right underneath it. I'm sorry. No, let's go to the go live right here. We're going to go to go live. Now, this is where we get to write down, and hopefully make sure you guys can see this part. Yeah. Okay. This is where you're actually going to write down your schedule for the week. I try to definitely on Mondays, start writing down, because there are people that I love to follow. So I start writing down my schedule, what time I need to be on there. We understand this is our top 5 educators right here. Everyone knows Millie Mills for HFX. She's 11 Central Standard Time, and I believe 12 Eastern Standard Time. Maddie Pips, who is at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and so forth. But what you can do is, let's just say you say you want to set up your schedule. If you hit the Forex right underneath it, it says pick a channel. If you tap that one, you can actually see all the educators for the Forex, and you can tap on their name. It will actually bring you in to their channel. If they're live, you can write down calendar wise who you want to put on your calendar. That's the Forex one. You can do the same thing for HFX, but what I want to show you next, let's see. You can do the same thing for HFX and DCX. So you can set up your whole calendar of everything you need to do for that week. Okay. We're going to go back to the home button now. The next thing we're going to do is, if you're also like me, when I first started, I didn't know all of the value in the elite package, right? I didn't know all the value. Okay. But then when I learned, when you know better, you do better. So I learned, and then I realized I need a cash trap too, right? For the HFX. So this is how, for example, some of the strategies that are actually a part of the elite pack. And also if you want to add on, this is actually where you find them. If you touch the word strategies it will bring you to this tab right here, and you can actually find the strategy that you need. So if it's in Forex, you can click one of these. If it's an HFX strategy, for example, our hourglass that we love so much, you can click that, and then you would have to click this button also right here. And then the same thing for DCX, and that is for my swipe coin people, my family. You can actually see the DCX trades that are sent out in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP from Mr. Picasso himself. And that is how you find your strategies. That is how you're able to get to your strategies. Let me make sure. Now, let's just say you're in here and you wanted to. I know my sister was talking about building and everything, that if you want to, not only you can also get into your back office from this area. If you press back office, it'll bring you to that blue menu she was talking about, and you'll be able to get it from there. So that's the first thing we took care of. But as always, because y'all already know, this is my favorite academy right here, my baby, the DCX Academy. So we gonna talk about how we make money via the DCX Academy. Let me start sharing this page. So the first thing I tell everyone is, listen, you want to make sure from the jump, you want to make sure that all of your assets are secure, that any type of account you create, that you have a secure email account. Now understand, Gmail, Yahoo, even my old school like AOL, AT&T, understand that is, even though you have the password to that, sis, even though you have the password, bro, it is not as secure as you think, okay? And the reason why we want to use, it's called Proton Mail. So I'm gonna show my screen on that. I actually listened to Curtis in a class one day, just found out like why it is so secure right here, okay? Because I was like, man, why does he always talk? I understand secure email address right here. Okay, I understand secure email address, but what I found out is the reason why it's so secure is actually built on a blockchain. And I was like, okay. So this is your Proton email. And for those that, are going to go do this later on, make sure you are writing this down. Make sure you're writing this down. It's Proton Mail. And with this Proton Mail, it's built as a secure email system because it's built on a blockchain. You're going to go in, you're going to set up an email account first. You're going to set up this email account. Yes, the free version is okay. You can do the free version. It has everything that you need. You select that. You get to pick what your username is. It tells you if it's available. Once it is available, you set all that up, even the authenticator. They'll send a text message to your phone. Also, if you haven't logged in a while, it will end up sending it to your email, your other email that you attach to it. For example, if you get locked out, or they need to send an authentication number, they'll send it also to this email, whatever email you choose, and as far as that goes. So you will go in, create this Proton Mail before you set up any type of account. That includes my HFX people, for even if you do pocket options, or if you do setting up the different accounts to buy the coins, whatever it is, make sure that you use this email account to set it up. Okay, after you set up that email account, the next thing we're going to talk about is how you purchase your first set of crypto. Okay, so when we go in here, we're just gonna, one of them that we talk about a lot is a Coinbase. Now understand, this is not the only exchange that you can purchase from, okay? This is not the only exchange you can purchase from, and you can write these down. Some of them that Curtis Cobain talks about is Kraken. You can also do Binance USA, depending on what state you are from. Because I'm from Louisiana, they do not allow me to do Binance USA. Also, another one is crypto.com. You can also set up accounts, but make sure, as I said, make sure that you use your Proton email to set up these different accounts, okay? Make sure you use Proton. So what we're gonna do is, the first thing you want to do is set up this Coinbase account, create an account, and you're going to use the email. You're going to use the email that you just created with your Proton Mail, because like I said, any email, we want to make sure any email that we get from Coinbase or from anything that's dealing with our assets, we want to make sure the email goes to a secure location. The way Cobain explained it to us is basically like, you know, whenever we give out our email address, that's almost like our public key. We say, okay, you can email me at Shamika, .com or Shamika@gmail.com or whatever, but your password is actually like your private key type thing. It's the same thing with this. We want to make sure that we secure these assets. We want to make sure that when we create this account, we use our Proton email so that everything is safe. So if they send us an email, it is safe. Create your account, and once you create your account, one thing that let me let this person. Once you create your account, we love the fact that it's on the exchange, but one thing that we all have learned, that unless you have private keys to it, it is not secure, right? Even though we know, okay, this is our Coinbase account, this is our account, but if you do not have private keys to it, then you do not actually own it yet. But what I want to show you right here on our Coinbase, once we have purchased, there we go. Oh, wrong one here. Let's see. Okay, once we have purchased this right here, let's see. There we go. Okay, let me turn my screen on right here again. Okay, we are showing right here. Let me pull it back up. This Coinbase. Once you have purchased a crypto, and the way we purchase crypto is once you go to the home button, and listen, when I tell you, you should definitely go in and look through this website, because you can actually watch videos and get free crypto. You watch videos, you can take tests on here after you watch the video, and they actually give you free crypto, okay? So definitely go in here and look. But if you press the trade button right here, let's just say we wanted to purchase, oh, and it just logged me out, okay. Let me log back in. It's sending me the authenticator right here. Okay. And okay, once you log into this site, what we were about to purchase, let me make sure you can still see it. Everything's good. Yeah. Okay, we're about to purchase our first crypto. If you press this trade button over here, let's just say we were going to do Ethereum, you can actually hit the amount that you want. If this isn't any of the amount that you want, you can press custom and put in the correct amount that you desire. Now, I tell everyone this, make sure it's the asset that you want to purchase right underneath it. And then this right here, if it's connected to your debit card, it will come out right away. You'll be able to move it into your hot wallet, which we'll talk about in a second. Right then and there. But if it's connected to your bank account with your routing number and your account number, it will take 3 to 5 days, actually even longer sometimes. I know some people have said that whenever they purchased it, whenever they first purchased crypto in here, it actually told them they had to hold it in here for 28 days, okay? And then another thing, if ever, let's just say your money in the account and you tried to purchase it, call your bank, because for some reason with Coinbase lately, banks have been declining the purchase. I'm not exactly sure why, but like what I normally have to do, well, recently had to do, is like when it declines, I call the bank, says, hey, it's okay. The bank then allows it to go through. Okay, so after we purchase our first crypto, we sent it through, we've given the approval for it, we see what our assets are. And what I want to bring you to is now, after we purchase our assets, and I believe I have some. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Okay, once we purchase our assets, what you want to do is, I told you we want to move them, right? We want to move them. We don't want to leave them here. So the first thing we're going to go to is we're going to go to what we call our Exodus wallet, which is one of our hot wallets that we talk about. This is actually where we have our keyword phrases. So we know that it is protected, right? We know that it is protected. So we don't want to leave it on the exchange. Let's see. And I want to show you what it actually looks like on here. Okay, let me try that again. Crypto wallet, there we go. Okay, now this is the website that you want to go to in order to purchase, yeah, I'm not sorry, not purchase, in order to download your crypto wallet. This is a free wallet also. This is a free wallet. You download it, exodus.com. I know there are some other wallets that are talked about. I really, really love this wallet, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But if you scroll down right here, it tells you how you can download this wallet. If it's via your Mac, you'll press get the Exodus wallet now. It will actually ask you if you want to via Windows, via your Mac, you pick which one is for you and you download this wallet. Now, when you download this wallet, the next thing you're going to go to, it's going to be downloaded. So the next thing you'll look at is the wallet itself. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's downloaded. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like in here. There we go. Awesome. It is showing now. Great. Okay, turn that back on. Okay, now in your wallet, when you come to this Exodus wallet, one thing that I tell everyone is to make sure before you move any assets to this wallet, you want to copy your 12-word phrase. Now, understand, this is something, your 12-word phrase is something you do not give out to anyone. For example, if you had an email address and you had the password, someone actually for your public key, such as your email address, you'd be okay to give it to them. But if they say, well, can I have the password to your email address? You'd be like, what do you want that for? That's how you should feel about this 12 key word, this seed word, okay? You never want to give this out, because if you give this out, then they have access to your assets and they can actually move them in and out. So what you're going to go to on this, on this part is the settings button right here. I'm sorry, where'd it go? Okay, right here. Yeah, right here. So if you go to this part right here in the settings portion of the Exodus wallet, if you go up to the top and you go up to security or to backup, I'm sorry, you'll put in a password. Okay, you're gonna create a password. We're just gonna, because this in we'll just create a little password real quick just so I can show you. And then we'll just type it in again. Now, once you type in your password, you confirm your password, as I told you. Let me just make this a little bigger. As I told you, this is your 12-word phrase. This is what you want to make sure that you write down. Now, if you read this part right here, it says your 12-word recovery phase allows you to recover your wallet in case you ever lose access to it. Now, understand, for example, if something happens to where there's water spilled onto your computer gets damaged, and I have to use another computer in order to access my assets, I need this 12-word phrase, okay? I need this 12-word phrase. And make sure, it tells you, listen, make sure that you're in a private location so that no one sees, because like I told you, if they have access to this, they then have access to your assets. So you don't want to do that. All you have to do is you hover over the number and it will show you one of the words. And you make sure you write these down in order. Make sure you write these down in order, because of the fact is, if you get them out of order, you still won't be able to access your 12-word phrase. So you don't want to get these out of order. And then another thing also is you make sure you do not download this on your phone. You download this on a desktop, because we don't want to carry around our phones. And you say, we don't want to carry around our assets on our phone. And you say, why? Because of the fact is, let me tell you, people are getting smarter and smarter. They're getting smarter and smarter. For example, being that I have a SIM card connected to my phone, and it allows me to call people, it allows me to access the internet, it allows me to do all these things. If someone was to walk into your, whether it be T-Mobile, AT&T, whoever you may have, if they walk into there and say, hey, I need a SIM card, and maybe the workers over there can't look it up because they're busy to see if their name is on there, but they give them the SIM card. They then have access to everything in your phone. And you're like, well, sis, I got a passcode on my phone. I have the face recognition. That is only to your phone. That is only to your phone. Your facial recognition is only to your phone. Your fingerprint is only to your phone. So if I get your SIM card, I have access to everything in your phone. And guess what? My face unlocks my phone. So if my face unlocks my phone and I took your SIM card, then I have your 12-word phrase. So that means do not take screenshots of it either, because if that happens, then I can actually see it on the picture. So one thing that Curtis does recommend is that you go into your local phone service and you tell them, listen, unless I'm in here with an ID, or the person that is on my account with an ID, unless they come in here, do not give anyone a SIM card. Because sometimes they get busy and sometimes they don't go look up the names, and that's just, it is what it is. So we want to make sure that we protect our assets 100%, but we're going to start by not even putting it on our phone. So that way they don't have access to it. So that is definitely one thing that you want to do. You press next once you go through that. Now, the next thing, after you have written all these things down, you've written all your 12-word phrase down. Now we want to go back, because remember, we purchased on Coinbase, right? So we want to move our assets into here. Let me go back. It won't bring me back to the front here. Let's see. There we go. Now we're back. So let's just say, for example, we purchased the Ethereum. Now we want to move it into this wallet, right? We want to move it into this wallet. So what we would do is press the receive button, because we're going to receive Ethereum in here. Press the receive button. Now, one thing you can do if you purchased it and you have a camera, or for example, if you purchased it via Coinbase on your phone, you don't want to leave it on your phone. Like I told you, you can actually pull up the camera and it would copy the QR code. But being that we're doing it all from a desktop, you don't want to necessarily write down these numbers, okay? Because if you mess up one of these numbers, you are going to lose your asset in the cloud somewhere. So what we do is, if you look in this right corner, you press the copy button, and then copies the address. It copies the address. So now, after we've copied the address, we want to send our asset where we bought from Coinbase, the asset we bought from Coinbase, and we want to send it over. So we're going to go back to our Coinbase wallet. We need to go back to the Coinbase wallet. I'm sorry, the Coinbase exchange. And we are going to send now that Ethereum over there. So when we scroll down right here, we see the Ethereum. We want to send that over, right? If you look up in the upper right-hand corner, it says send and receive. If you press that button right there, it will say send. You're going to put the amount that you want to send over to the Exodus wallet, whatever it might be. And then right underneath there, it says to. That's where you're going to send it to. If you press it right here and then paste it in there, try not to write, do letter for letter. Paste the address in there, and then you're going to confirm everything, and then you're going to send it over there. Now, understand it does take a little while. It does take, sometimes 10 minutes up to an hour. So don't worry if you don't see the asset in there right away. Don't worry about it, because it will end up over there, especially if you copied and you paste. I normally like to check just to make sure. I normally like to check the digits and make sure everything is right? I normally like to check that. But the last thing that I want to show you before I hand it over, the last thing I want to show you is something that Cobain recently showed us, and I know this is going to bless some of y'all right here, because this is getting more and more better. It's getting more and more better. It's not good English, but it's good stuff. Okay, it's getting better and better. Let me show you this in our Exodus wallet, because we're all about making money, having our money make money. There we go. Now we're back at our Exodus wallet, but what I love right here, let's see. shares, I think it's this one, rewards, up at the top. If you press that button, rewards, look what it says that you can stake in your wallet and actually make money off of it. Now, for some reason, they don't want me to be great in Louisiana. Ontology is not available in Louisiana in that Exodus wallet. I don't know why. It says it's not available in the state. I'm not sure why, but the amazing thing about this is you can stake actually your assets in this wallet and get paid for it. You know, a few of them I do stake in my Exodus wallet, and every time I open up my Exodus wallet, you hear the money, you know, the ching, you hear the money sound in there. It lets me know that I made some rewards. Some of them you have to actually go in and press claim reward. I believe Cardano is one of them. You have to go in and actually press claim your reward. But this is how our money makes money, even in the Exodus wallet. You're able to exchange a few things. So I believe that is it. That is how we secure our money in the DCX Academy. Listen, I have the pleasure. I get excited when I get to introduce this boss lady right here. I have the pleasure of reintroducing this queen, an amazing leader. I get excited every time she's on, because let me tell you, if I was sleepy, once I hear her say squad, I'm no longer sleepy, and I'm ready. I'm ready. When she put the music on, I'm ready. This is, I definitely look up to this queen and just appreciate her so much. So guys, if you can, put in the chat number sevens for our leader, our queen leader, platinum 2,000, platinum 5,000 loading, Demita McGee. Let's go!
You did it! Let's go, Shamika. That's what's up, squad. That's what she's talking about, y'all. What's happening, family? How y'all doing? That was really, really good. Really good. I wanted to point something out too. You may have noticed that Shamika kept going on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. It's a security thing. I want to point that out because you guys are training your new teammates often. And so you don't understand and always know who you can and who you can't trust. So do not reveal bits and pieces of your information when you're training new teammates, because you don't know everybody that's on your team. And if you reveal a little bit today, and then you reveal a little bit next week, and then they can patiently wait for you to just reveal all the information, they can put it together and have access to a lot of your assets. So that is why you saw her going on and off camera, sharing her screen and then removing it. That's why you saw so much of that, okay? So I wanted to put that in perspective in case some of you guys were wondering, why was she doing that? Why she going on and off camera? It really is a security issue. So she did an amazing job of actually showing us real time how to be secure, even when we're training new teammates. So do me a favor, y'all, give it up for both Shamika and Lauren in the chat, because it is a big deal that they take time out of their day on Saturday and they take time to train the team. Y'all, literally, they are pouring into us, and I'm so grateful. I got new stuff that I'm really grateful for, and that's what's so cool about these trainings every single week, is that even though you come on here, you're thinking, I know all this stuff already, I always get something new. When Lauren broke down that when she receives her Bitcoin, I wish I could have written it down fast enough. When she was like, it's not income that I need, I use it to make money, it does this. I was like, dang, I can't write that down fast enough. And so she literally showed us how she uses her money, which is what we are all about right here in our community, to generate wealth for herself. She gave us a real-time example because her residual she uses only to build wealth for her. That's a powerful position to be in, y'all. That's really, really powerful. So amazing job. Thank you. And Shamika, I did not know that Proton Mail was on the blockchain. I did not know that. That was powerful. I use Proton Mail, but I did not know it was on the blockchain, y'all. And she's right. When you watch those videos, if you've ever taken time to watch those videos over, you learn something new every single time. It's just going to make you a better and better and better trader, a better and better wealth creator, a better and better leader, teammate. I heard Robert Kiyosaki say, listen, we're no longer in, what do you call it? Like the industrial age. We know that. Y'all, we're in the information age. Information is power. Information is where our wealth is. And what we got to do is take the time to get the information. So when you pop on here every week, that is what you're doing. When you plug into the academy, that is what you're doing. You are taking time to get the information. So I get to cover the last part of what we're going to talk about today. So we've covered everything. Remember, I said Fast Start is designed for our new teammates, but it's also designed for, our more seasoned teammates. So when you're listening, if you know the information, the question is, can you teach it? And so once you're able, we had a mentor who drilled in us, when you learn how to teach, you can go to the beach. That's powerful. So the reality is once you can teach this to other people, now you're in a really good position, because now you're leading leaders and you're teaching leaders. So prayerfully, you're listening, if you know this information already, with your teaching ear. So you'll be able to teach like a Lauren, be able to teach like a Shamika. That's what we all really want to do. So Lauren started with explaining why residual. If you're not a residual income earner, you don't desire to be right now, it's perfectly okay. Put that information on your mental bookshelf. When you need it, pull it down. It will be there for you. When I first joined I Am Mastery Academy, for about 1.5 weeks, I didn't want to build residual either. It only took 1.5 weeks for me to change that. Okay, so if that changes for you, just know that the information is available. That's one. And then two, Shamika broke down for us how to get into the academy, how to find what we signed up for. That's really important. And then she just really blessed us with a lot of security information for DCX, because that's her jam. What I get to do today, you guys, is what you may have heard about, you may have even noticed, is there are quite a few changes that are coming to the academy. And if they're not put in the proper perspective, the reality is it can make you a little nervous. You can be like, this is not what I signed up for. I signed up to get trades. No, you didn't. That's not what you signed up for. Affectionately, my friend, you signed up to learn how to build wealth. Okay. We're a digital education company. I Am Mastery Academy. Okay. So we're a digital education company. And as the premier digital education company, what we enrolled in was an educational company that is going to teach us how to fish. They're not going to give us a fish. They're going to teach us how to get it ourselves. A lot of us have been in a position where we hop on live, and for whatever reason, that educator's not live that day. And it can mess up your whole mood, because you're like, man, I was getting on here to get the bag this morning. And now you're mad because Millie got a family issue. Now you're mad because Manny moved to Florida. And I remember when this happened, he moved and his internet was all crazy. Now you're mad because Curtis Cobain got something going on with his family and he can't tell you what coin to buy. But this is what's important to understand, is they are not here to just give us the answers every single time. What they're here for is to teach us how to get the answers. Because guess what happens? When they don't show up, because they're human too, you still know how to get into this market and get a bag yourself. Y'all, that's powerful. Nobody can take that away from you. Okay. So what I get to do is discuss some of the stuff that's coming up, some of the changes that you may have seen, some things that we are going to see. We don't even know everything because they're still in the process of discussing everything. But I want to put it in perspective so you understand it's a powerful and positive thing. Like, this is so good, because see, there are people that are on our teams right now and you know it. And if you're one of them, just say ouch. You don't have to tell nobody, just look straight at the camera. Nobody's going to notice, right? But there are people that we have on our teams right now that they want to jump on these live sessions and they get mad if they lose, but they're not taking time to really learn how to develop this skill. That you do not, if you're building, you do not want a team full of people who are just trying to get the trades, but never really learn the skill. And so what the Academy is doing is really pushing us to learn, okay? So everything that I'm going to share is about the direction that the Academy is moving in. And I want you to understand this. As you can see, just in the participant list today, at the beginning of training, when I'm like, where are you checking in from? We got people all around the globe. Right? And so we got to understand that countries do things differently. Everything is not just about us in the United States, y'all. It's not. We got to understand that different countries got different rules. And so we have to have international compliance. If you want the company to be here, if you want to be able to keep growing that residual like Lauren is doing and stashing it away and using it to build wealth, then we got to protect the house. We need to make sure that we are being as compliant as humanly possible. So what are some of the changes that are there putting in effect so the company can still be here and we can still come in this space and we can still, just like was that Cindy said, learn and earn? What are they putting into place, y'all? So remember, this is about worldwide compliance, international compliance, and our companies do things differently. Some of the videos in the Academy are going to be re-recorded. So you're going to see our library of videos. You know how we have, you go into im.center, you see, you click FRX or HFX or DCX, and we have the videos that we watch, those self-paced videos that we talk about, that people can go in and watch whenever they want. We're not talking go live sessions. We're talking about the other videos. They're going to be re-recorded. I got this information, just so you know, from Manny Quiones. He's an FRX educator. He really is the voice of the Academy for our Platinum Forex Academy. Okay, the video may still be there, it may not. I'm hoping it is still there, so you can physically go watch it, because I took 4 pages of notes. I'm not gonna give you all 4 pages. I'm gonna do my best to give you a really overall summary though, okay? So that's where this is from. Now, so he said that they're also re-recording the videos. Now, all recordings have been deleted. When I say all recordings, you know how you go in there and they got hundreds of videos in there? They're gone, y'all. Like, they're not there. So if you went in there, it's like, wait a minute, I think something wrong with my phone. I think something wrong with my tablet. No, they're gone. What videos are there? The videos that are there are the favorites. Now, some of the favorites may be removed if they go through them and they find that there are some things that aren't necessarily compliant. Then they're going to remove those, the ones that are not. But right now, you can go in there and you should still be able to see the favorites videos. But what you will not see, you won't see the whole list of hundreds of videos that all of the educators had. Those videos are gone. What videos will be there? The favorites, and then the most recent 12 sessions, which is why I'm hoping Manny Quiones' video from Thursday, I believe, why I'm hoping that that video is still there. Okay, you may still be able to see that one. Okay, this is the part that will be a shock to a lot of people's system. I'm going to read this, but I don't want you to get, I don't want you to hyperventilate. I don't want you to worry. We're going to put it all in perspective. Okay, so let me just get the news out there first. Okay, educators are not allowed to call buys and sells anymore. So they're not going to be able to say, buy this. They're not going to be able to tell you when to enter. They won't give you entry points. Okay, they will not give you targets. They will not give you take profits. They will not give you stop losses. I know some of y'all are like, oh my God, I think my heart. Let me help make it better. Okay, I want to tell you what they're not allowed to do. So they're not doing that anymore. Okay, we're about getting the company set up for longevity. All right, now this is also really important. I'm explaining in a minute. We have, Manny Quiones says he's seen 6 people who have come into the academy, learn these skill sets, go off and start their own companies. Okay, and all of those 6 that he knows personally, they have all failed. Why? Because the FCC shut them down. It's really important to understand that some of the stuff that we go through in network marketing, it may not necessarily be fair, y'all. I get it. We are a very highly regulated industry. We are. And is it fair? Not necessarily, no, but it is still the reality. And so we have to work within the parameters that we're given. And the reality is we can still kill it in this industry unapologetically. All right. So the FCC shut those companies down. So what we're putting in place here is so it does not happen to us. So these are good things, so the company will still be here. Remember, we are an educational company, so we must speak in educational terms, all right? So you will not hear the educators talking about the number of wins and the number of losses they have anymore. Like, I got 10 wins this week and 2 losses. You won't hear that anymore. You will not hear them talking about percentages anymore. What will you hear? You'll hear them talking in terms of ideas. You'll hear them talking in terms of trade zones. It's all about the terminology. So what are our roles? We got the student role, and then we have the educator role. The student role, and this is important, you might want to write this down. Like, this is big. Take this note. This is a big one. The student has 3 roles, okay? Number 1, you need to watch the educational sessions. You guys, this is an educational company. You got to show up to class. You got to show up. So whichever educator you are following, you got to tune into their live sessions. If that means that they're not available or you're not available when they're live, you need to watch it that day. What is your commitment level? That's number 1. So you got to watch the educational settings. Number 2, you have to learn the strategy. Whichever academy you're in, whatever strategy you use, you got to learn it. Okay, you have to learn the strategy. And number 3, you got to master the entry techniques, when to get in the market. All right. When do I get in the market? You got to master that part. So I'm going to say those again. Number one, watch educational sessions. Okay. Number two, learn the strategy. And number three, master entry techniques. Those are the three things as a student you must do. We all must do. From the highest paid chairman to the person that just got started yesterday. We all must do that. With that being said, what's the educator's role? I want you to write this down. The educator's role, number one, is to provide a market outlook. Provide a market outlook. I appreciate you guys because I see y'all writing. Provide a market outlook. And number two, identify trading zones for students inside the market. Identify trading zones for students inside the market. One more time, identify trading zones inside the market. Now I'm about to show you the power of what I just explained, because I told you that they're not giving you entry points anymore, or us. I told you that they're not giving us stop losses. They're not giving us take profits. They're not giving us specific targets. So what are they going to give us? How does the student role and the educator role pair so well together that this is still powerful? Because if we do our part, which is watch the videos in the live sessions, if we do our part to learn the strategies and when to enter, when they give us the zones, when they give us the outlook, this is what it can look like. If the educator gives us a zone, then as a student, we need to use our education, the strategy, and the entry, okay, that we've learned, the entry techniques to enter the market when it comes into that zone. Y'all get that? That's powerful. Thank you so much, Brian, for putting it in the chat. Let's go. I love this team. Sorry, I got excited. I was hoping somebody did it, but I could not type and talk. Love you. Never met you in person, but love you nonetheless. Okay. So listen to that last part one more time, y'all. If an educator is giving a zone, the students should use the education and the strategy to enter the market when the market enters the zone given by the educator. So what you may have noticed over the last several days is this: educators haven't given y'all specific information. What they're saying, they're talking in terms of zone, and what you got to do with the education that we're getting is, because they're giving us the zone, enter the market when the educator is giving us the zone where to enter. Okay. If you're brand new, it may be like, wait, what? It will make sense because it's all you're going to know anyway. Okay. All you're going to know anyway. All right. Now we're almost done. Almost done. So if the educators can't give us specifics, well, what about the scanners? You guys, this right here was so powerful to me. Hold on a second. Jen said, if the zone is 203 to 208, then we go in with our education and knowledge, go in where we know it hits those points. Exactly. That's exactly how it works. If they're giving us some targeted zones and you understand the entry and the strategy, that's when you go in when the market comes to you. You guys, this is so insanely powerful. I absolutely love it. Okay. Now we're almost done. Almost done. This was so good to me. And I got to put this in perspective for you guys, because this hit hard when I heard it on his live training. We got scanners. You guys know we got the scanners. We got, the harmonic scanner. We have, ECC11, we got Vibrata, we got the HFX scanners, we got Cash Trap. You know how they go into all these scanners and we look at them. This is what's going to happen. This is powerful. So the scanners, because they're an algorithm, because they're not a person, because they're not an actual trader, the scanners are still allowed to give us specifics. The scanners can give us specifics. So the scanners will give you entry points. The scanners will give you the take profits and the stop losses because they're automatically generated. You guys, think about this. I love this. When we purchased the membership, did you know, I did not, I never thought of it this way. But did you realize that when we purchase the membership, we purchase a month by month license to use the scanner? We purchase a month by month license to use the software. That is powerful. So when you are sharing this information with your friends and your family, let me tell you how powerful it is. No, you can no longer say we copy, paste, and profit. No, you can no longer say, listen, the traders or the master educators, they give us live trade signals. No, we can't say that. But you know what you can say? You can say, listen, when you get started, you actually, with your monthly subscription, you get a month-to-month license to use our software that the company has created, and that's going to give you trade signals. But in addition to that, our educators are going to teach you how to master the market, how to analyze the market, where you don't even have to use the scanners if you don't want to, but they're also going to teach you how to use the scanners too. So you got educators that are going to teach you how to analyze the market so you can go in when you want to go in. Then you will have educators that will teach you how to use the scanners. And you also get a month-to-month license to use this software yourself. That's what comes with your subscription. You guys, that is so powerful. I hope you understand how powerful that is. So some other things that are really important to understand is that our educators are not allowed to give broker links anymore. So there'll be no broker links given, okay? So none of that. They're not allowed to promote their telegrams. They're not allowed to promote their websites. They're not allowed to promote their social media. Absolutely, Kwanya. She said everything we need to be successful. So what they're not allowed to do, those 4 things that I just mentioned, they're not allowed to share broker links, not allowed to promote telegram, promote websites, promote social media. But anything a student needs, anything, we will have access to in IM.Center, which Shamika so eloquently covered today. We'll have access to it via our Go Live favorites and also via Pip Talk. Pip Talk is part of IM.Center. That's where we have direct connections to, it's almost like the social media for our educators within IM.Center, okay? Almost done here. So they are still having meetings. So there are some things that are going to get adjusted. What I want you guys to do is be really patient during this process, be really gracious during this process, and accept the fact that we're in the midst of some changes occurring. The changes are good for us, okay? They're really good for us. No, the educators can't give us their live trades. They can't tell us where they're entering the market. They can't give us their personal entries and profits anymore, but they're truly going to educate us. Listen, compliance is not always an easy thing. It's not always something we like, but the purpose of compliance is to make sure that we are here for the long haul. The purpose of compliance is so the person who's on here right now that's like, I want to hit chairman. The person who's on here right now that says, I want to hit chairman 750 is so you can do it. So the company is still here to help you. The purpose of compliance is for the person who says that I don't even want to be chairman, but I really do. I want to kill it in these markets. Well, the company still has to be here in order for you to do that. That's why compliance is here. Now, this last message is for my leaders, y'all, and we're wrapping up. It is for you. When you saw this and you were like, what the hell? And you got on the phone with somebody on your team and y'all talked about it and you presented anything other than positivity, you did a disservice to your team, my friend, a disservice to your team. And you got to go back and you got to fix it. Because what we need to do is we need to understand that this is for the progression of the company. And even if you are frustrated as a leader, even if you're frustrated, you do not vent that frustration to your teammates who are looking up to you for guidance. You do not. If you are frustrated, guess who you go to? You go up. You do not vent that frustration to your team. So if you mistakenly did it because it was a shock to your system this week, you got to go fix it. You got to go tell them, listen, I was wrong. I get where the company is coming from. I get it. And if you don't get it, go talk to a leader until you do get it. But you cannot vent those frustrations to your team. Y'all, we're going to win. And we're going to win big here in IM Mastery Academy. And we're going to do it the way we've always done up until this point, having each other's back, making sure we stay positive, make sure we focus on the powerful. That's right. We are winning, Kathy. That's what I'm talking about. We are winning. And so I want to thank you guys so very much for joining us today. Y'all, this call got up to my Zoom can only hold 100 and we almost maxed out. So y'all are amazing. Thank you for contacting your teammates. Thank you for pushing them to get on and learn this skill. Thank you for getting on here and learning how to continue leading, learning how to continue teaching. Thank you to our educators, our trainers this morning, the one and only Lauren Forrest holding it down, the one and only Shamika Willis. Let's get it. A mom of 5 and still killing the game. It is 5, right? It's not like 7, it's 5, right? Just making sure I don't give you any extra kids. So I just want to thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Oh, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording because that's everything for the recording. Thank you guys for joining us for Saturday Morning Fast Start.